Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. I'm going to share this real quick on Facebook if it will let me. Facebook's always iffy. Sometimes it don't. Let's see. Hey, there we go. All right. Looks like somebody's got to come up right away. It's like she knows now that this is where she comes to say hi. Hey there, Don. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good week. Hey there, Rodney. Good evening. Hey, sis. How you doing? Hey there, Rob. Hey, Dancer. How you doing, Ray? What's up, Neil? Hey there, Jason. How you doing, buddy? Bless you, Gemmers. Yep, got a bunch of different things to talk about tonight, guys. Ice conditions. There is ice up north now, but I do want to talk about it a little bit. Hey, Rick says hello, Gemmers. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Hey there, Colt. How you doing, buddy? Uh, Jen says hi, Jammers. Jonesing for some ice. Well, we have some up north. There actually, I just found out today that they're ice fishing on Fletcher's Pond. There is, I guess, safe ice out there. It's hard for me to tell you guys it's safe from hearsay. So I just got to tell you, use your common sense and knowledge that you have to check the ice. But I've heard that they're on Fletcher's. I even heard on Hubbard, which really hard to believe that, but I've heard it. How you doing tonight, Jen? Hey there, Mark. Good evening, buddy. Heading to Wolverine. There you go. Heck yeah, man. They are okay. Yep. Lisa told me earlier. There's a tournament. Is there a tournament coming up Saturday, or did they already have a tournament? Hey, Dave. How you doing, buddy? I've got a few things tonight, guys. I do have a couple auction items that I think you guys will enjoy. Oh, yesterday. Okay. So there was a tournament yesterday on Fletcher's Pond, like Lisa said. From the grapevine, I heard that there was 6 to 8 inches out there. So, if you are looking for ice, head up north because I know we got ice here in Alcona County. I went and checked yesterday and we were good. And you got to figure anywhere north of me has been even colder, so it's going to be better north. So if you're looking for ice, make sure you get out and do some scouting around. Hey there, John. Hey Barry, how you doing, buddy? Fife Lake, Kalkaska. Nice. Very nice. Fife Lake, Kalkaska. Nice. Very nice. They did shut down the tournament this coming week over on I don't know why I can't think of it, Otsego Lake. But I do want to, that's something I want to discuss too. First, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. But I do want to say this, guys, just because there's ice now, keep an eye on the forecast. Today is our last day below freezing, other than one random day we got coming up this week. I believe it was Thursday or something. You got to figure every single day that it's above freezing is not good on that ice. And from here on out, it's going to keep going up. It shows next week we're going into the 40s. That's not good. So if you want to ice fish, get out while you can right now because I'm going to tell you the ice ain't going to be around very long. I'm going to guess we've got a few days this week, maybe this whole week if you're careful. You can get out and check the ice and do some fishing, but after that, I really doubt it because I'm going to tell you this too. The ice was already damaged from that last warm up. And yes, we had some good cold weather come in and it froze up, but I'm going to tell you if it's already been damaged, it doesn't take as much warmth to screw it up this time. It's already ruined. All we got right now is some snow ice and it is going to go faster than it did before because it's already been messed up. So you got to figure this ice here is not going to take as long to go away. So if you want to get out, I'm going to say this week is your last chance. Get out this week, find some ice. After that, I'm betting anything it's going to be gone. So um, going to hit Grand, Black Lake, and Burt. I don't know about them big lakes, but maybe we will see, Ray. Yeah, definitely be safe. Now, tomorrow, me and well, Rick might go. I'm waiting to hear back, see what he's got going on. But I am going to be out ice fishing tomorrow. I'm not going to say where because I know I got a couple people that try to follow me. So I am going to be out tomorrow though fishing. So I'm trying to do a good video tomorrow for ice fishing, and I'll probably ice fish. Thor, get off my counter. I'll probably try and ice fish one more time, maybe twice this week, but I'm really shifting into open water gear now because everything's opening up anyways. You don't want to. There's no use in risking it when you know the water is going to be opened up faster than heck. I mean, last year we lost ice before mid-May or mid-March, and we're already almost there. So we're lucky that we kept it this long. The only reason we did is because we had these few short days of cold. That's what I wanted to talk about too, guys. I do have a Saginaw video, my favorite place to be in the state. I wish I was closer because I would spend a lot more time down there. But we did drive down twice and hit the river and had some fun. The second day we hit it with my buddy Paul, and that video should be coming out Wednesday. We did catch some nice fish. In fact, Paul caught three Master Angler Award white perch. So I wish I could have got on one of them, but I'm sure we will pretty soon. But yeah, we got on the Saginaw River twice, and I'm gonna try and get back on it maybe Thursday. I'm gonna keep an eye on the weather, and I like to keep an eye on the turbidity levels down there and the water currents and stuff just to see what's going on. But I'm hoping to get down there again soon. One last time, Tom. Yeah, that's. I mean, you just gotta. I really try to push for people to not really push it. I understand you want to ice fish. I understand that this season sucked really bad as far as ice conditions, but at the same time, it's going to open up really soon, guys. The ice is not that great. Even though I'm going to tell you, I did find 8 inches of ice, yes, some of our little lakes around here. But I'm going to tell you right now, most of that is snow ice because all that snow that we just got pushed down again and refroze. It's the same ice that we got to begin the season with. Now that ice isn't going to last very long. We got rain coming, a lot of rain. It looks like starting next week. Once that stuff kicks in, everything's toast. So just hit the ice while you can. Be careful. Be safe. Um, I actually heard different, sis. There's been a bunch of guys out on Grand. There was even some quads out there, I guess. Um, I just, yeah, I guess Grand. I've heard Hubbard. I mean Fletcher's. But again, it's not going to last long. Hey there, Mike. How you doing, buddy? But tonight, again, I want to mention I do have two different auctions going up here at 7:30. I've got I just got done cleaning this, a big old coyote skull. So this is going to be going up here at 7:30. It's in perfect condition. It was shot in the chest, so it's got absolutely nothing wrong. Big old together. As you can see, it is packed to the rim. This is all spring fishing stuff. Some of it you could use ice fishing, I guess, but for the most part, I made it up for spring. There is 1 pound, 5 ounces, I believe, in here. So, yeah, that's going to be going up too. I know I started putting my ice fishing stuff away. I kind of figured I didn't put it all away because I figured we would still have a day or two. I knew that this cold was coming and that we would get a little bit of time, but again, I'm not putting it all out there, guys. I'm telling you right now, this ice ain't gonna last long. After this week, it's gonna be gone. So, nope, snow ice is not good ice at all. Nope, it's not. And when the snow ice, I mean, snow ice, as I mentioned before, guys, I told you guys last weekend that I saved a guy out of the ice. That ice was also snow ice. Okay, that's all. When the ice gets honeycombed, it just becomes nothing more than snow ice. Snow ice is basically just a frozen slushy. Now, you know how fast a slushy can thaw compared to an ice cube. So put that into perspective. One guy in a snowmobile. There was I talked to my one buddy today up in Lewiston, and he said there was a couple guys out on snowmobiles, but the harbors are probably iced up, John. But I don't know about the steelhead in the rivers. I'm sure it's fine. I've heard the one guide I know has been getting out and doing really good, so nothing I've been doing. But I know they're not all the way up to Venetton Dam yet, so they can't be piled in the river too heavily. But they are in there. They're in there all winter long. The steelhead are always in there. So they only leave when the water gets warm. I do want to mention this too, guys. I am going to be doing there's a fishing show going to happen down in Saginaw. It's the first one that's ever happened down there. It's going to be on March 16th at the KFC Hall there in Saginaw. I'll give more information probably next week as we get closer, but it's going to be 10 to 4 on the 16th. I will be there. So me and Paul are going to be there. Rick might be there, not sure yet, but we're going to set up a table. We might have a couple TVs going, showing the lures, how they work and everything, but I will be there. There's going to be door prizes and stuff. It's a dollar to get into the fishing show, but every dollar goes in, gets donated for the veterans. So it all goes to a good fund. Um, Probably not talk about it much, Don, because I still got to put it together. I mean, the trip is. I'll tell you this: the trip isn't going to be until the first week of May, so I've got time. I've got time, but I will do the giveaway. I made the thumbnail for it, so maybe when I get off tonight, I'll try. I'll put the video out. I'll try and get one done tonight for you guys, because I got to do that so that you guys can like it, comment on it, so that I can, know it's there, and we'll see. So Presque Isle, yeah, that's a big, big harbor. That to me though, that's not even a harbor. I know they call it a harbor, but that's just a huge bay, man. That's. Ugh. Hey Don, how you doing, buddy? Aw. Yeah, I mean, the shoulder for casting and stuff. I'm sure you'll heal up a little quicker than you think, though. They always try to say you're going to be out longer than you will be. But yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about that going on tonight. Also, like I said, we were down to Saginaw River this week, me and Rick and Paul. So I've got a Saginaw River video coming out Wednesday from a couple days, and I'm going to try hitting it a couple more times here really soon. I'm trying to make some good plans up. Um, so yeah, that's what's going on. Um, I also, like I said, as far as the ice goes, guys, I know a lot of people keep messaging me, how's the ice? How's the ice? We do have ice, okay? If you come up north, you're gonna find ice. I had one guy asking me where to go, and I try not to even answer people on that. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I don't hold people's hands to find spots either. I will tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. Do the same thing I do. Get a Sportsman's Connection book. Use Navionics. Research online. The DNR website has so many great places you can go to find out master angler reports where they were caught at in the state, stocking reports, net data, what was checked in each lake. There's so many ways to learn lakes without asking from other people. So that is what I think. Oh yeah, yeah, you're definitely gonna miss that, especially yeah, jigging I'm sure would be tough with that one. You had both shoulders done, it goes fast. Get down, Gemma. Uh, she's being a turd tonight. But there is a lot of things coming up though, guys. Like I said, I wish I could have been on the ice longer, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Normally our ice isn't split into little segments like it is right now. This is a really screwed up season. Um, and in saying that, it really ruins the season in all it does, because once you start putting up your ice stuff, you don't want to break it all back out again. You don't want to go through the work of getting everything set up. It's nice when you're in ice fishing mode because you've already got everything put where you need it. You're ready to rock and roll on a daily basis when you want to fish. And it's so much harder when you don't have ice for a bit. So you have to put your stuff away, but it's just what's going on now. So if I were you, if you're in that swing where you really want to do some fishing, start getting yourself thinking about springtime fishing, because it's not long. Perch fishing is already starting up. You go down in the Saginaw Bay area, some of the canals, stuff like that. The perch will be moving in. It does get better as it progresses, especially up towards April. But coming into March here, you are going to get in perch. That March is a good month for perch, as well as pike. Before the season closes on March 15th, you can have a lot of fun pike fishing. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Yep, yep. Tom, just like he said there, they did cancel the Otsego tournament, but it's for safety, guys. There was a guy that went through the other day. People are gonna try taking machines out if you have a tournament. It's just that's how it goes. People are like that, especially if you get a pile of people on the ice. Plus, you get a lot of people on that thin ice. It's not good for it, anyways. There's a good chance somebody's gonna fall in, and you don't want that liability. So it's already, the ice has been damaged once. There was already, as far as I know, I don't know what it's like right now, but last I heard there's a lot of open water on Otsego Lake. So there's really no point in pushing that, hold off and we'll try and get it together again next season, hopefully earlier or hopefully it'll be a better season. I don't know. Saginaw River is already hot and heavy, Brandon. You better get down there as soon as you can. It's been on fire. We Like I said, we went last week and had fun. Basically, the Saginaw is awesome all fall, all winter. That's why people do so good through the ice. But once it goes away, you can do twice as good out on the boat. Right now, it's mostly like 90% males in the river as far as walleyes go. The males always come up first. Most of those males spend a lot of their time up through there in the winter, anyways. But the big females are going to be coming in anytime now. They will come in heavily too when they start coming in. It's a lot of fun when them big females come up. Whole lot of fun. I haven't heard Rodney, but I'd be shocked if there wasn't, man. That far up north, if we've got ice, I can't imagine that they don't have it on Munoskong. It's got to be out there. Murphy Lake was canceled. Yeah, I heard that they canceled the one Londo Lake tournament a week or so ago. Tournaments are getting canceled like crazy. So, oh, I got you, Brandon. I got you. Yeah, no, you get out, man. You're gonna have a blast. The Saginaw River is just a lot of fun right now, and with that warm up we got going on, it's gonna be almost 50s, or might be in the 50s next week down there. But when you start getting into that kind of weather, then that's when all the other species push in too. You'll have a better chance of getting into some cats and white bass, sheephead, all that stuff. So it is just a lot of fun. I'm glad you had a good turnout with that though, Lloyd. That's good. There you go. Well, hopefully your Wolverine trip goes good, man. Like I said, this ice is going to be going pretty fast this week. I'm hoping the Saginaw show, it should be a lot of fun. Paul, my buddy Paul there, he's done shows before, so he knows what he's doing with them. He's going to help me out a little bit with it, and he's already helping me out a ton. I mean, he's given me ideas that I wouldn't have thought of. So yeah, lots of cool stuff going to happen. So if you guys are looking to meet me and see a lot of my tackle in hand, that'll be the Saginaw show. There's a Saginaw fishing show on March 16th. So you'll want to be there. It's going to be good. It's at the KFC Hall, 10 to 4. So should be a lot of fun. Hey there, Master Scorer. How you doing? South Manistee. I've never ice fished it. I have fished it in the summer, but I've never ice fished it. I've always wanted to, though. It's a good lake. Thanks, Rick. If you haven't already, guys, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ray. Yeah, that walleye, it was the biggest walleye that I've ever caught through the ice. And it was the biggest one that I've ever caught on Venetton through the ice. Biggest I ever caught on a tip up, period. I mean, it was great. So, oh, Master Score. I got to ask, are you Paul, Master Score? Oh, February 29th. It is Paul. Okay. I kind of figured, man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, God. You'll be working? All right. That's okay, man. It happens. Yeah, definitely a tank. That thing was a blast. That thing was a blast. Yep. I didn't expect it either because I've never caught a walleye through the ice on Venetton on a tip up. So that was a first for me. Yeah, there's a lot of the places. Oh, it's Paul Lindsay. Okay, different Paul. How you doing, buddy? Oh man, yeah, the ice there. A lot of places had just kind of short periods of ice. It was definitely a really screwy season. So, hey Max, how you doing, brother? I hope you enjoyed that video. That was a fun one. I thought it turned out pretty good, man. Definitely a good video. Again, I want to mention, guys, that tonight I have the Coyote skull is going to be going on auction tonight. I just got done cleaning it. There's no hole. It was shot totally intact. Um, just a really nice coyote skull. And I've also got a bag of spring fishing. This has a whole bunch of my favorite springtime fishing stuff in it for bass, panfish, pike. But it's 1 pound, 4 ounces. I packed it full. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in it. So I'll be doing that tonight. Yeah, that pike was awesome. Yeah, that pike, that lake's got some really nice pike. Really nice. I'm waiting though. I want to get if I'm gonna get a pike done, I want to get my 40 plus on the wall. That's what I want. Big man of seek for walleyes. Yeah, I appreciate the info, guys. It's always nice when you guys can share stuff on here together and basically just be a big family. I appreciate that. I do want to mention though, for is especially because I've got this show coming up. Right now, I am out of product labels for these pounders. I'm still tying. Actually, last night I tied up 78 of them, I think, and then today I tied up another 50 something. But I'm tying like crazy, and I'm running out of labels, running out of hooks, and all that stuff. So tonight, if anybody on here, what I'm going to do, if anybody can donate any kind of money towards the LT Outdoors Lure Co tonight, anyone that does will get full access. Like if you message me and say, "Hey, I'm out," I will send you pig pounders or panty pounders. So anybody that donates to this cause will get free lures whenever you ask this season. So just looking for help as far as getting the ball rolling on tying up all my stuff. And it's hard to start a business on your own, that's for sure. So that pike was only 30. What was it? 30. No, that one was 29. Yeah, that was only 29 because that same was it the same day? Yeah, the same day Rick got one that was 30. So, and they look like twins. Which KFC haul? Um, I'll have to look for you, Ian. Let's see. Do, 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 do. I was tagged in a post earlier about it, so I had to look it up. Um, let's see. It's the one on um, Shattuck Road, 4840 Shattuck. That's where this one's at. So the KFC haul on 4840 Shattuck and Saginaw, 10 to 4. It's on the Saginaw page on Facebook too. So yeah, the big winds make it tough. I mean, the only plus side to that is when it blows it all up. If you get one good cold night, it freezes all that ice together, and you'll have good stuff. But come on, oh yeah, I know, man. Sounds good to me, Dylan. Yeah, I really wanted to last year. We were talking about it, and yeah, I'd like to get on one of them monsters for sure. I think you were the one that told me about the 40s and stuff out there. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, you don't hear much. I really think the DNR dropped the ball as far as plantings on the muskies. I think there needs to be a lot more planted. So yeah, yeah, it was really heavy for a 29. That fish was big. Yeah, that's the thing though. Venetton Lake, even the smaller pike on Venetton are big. There are a lot of big ones though out there. My personal best on Venetton was 39. That was my record for a long, long time till I got the 40 on Saginaw Bay. But that was my only 40, and it was just barely 40. But the 39 on Venetton Lake was many, many years ago. There is a lot of good ones though. I've caught lots of 36 to 38s out of there. It's just a fun lake as far as catching nice pike. So you're welcome, Ian. You're welcome. Hopefully you can make it. Hey there, Bill. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Don. I appreciate it, buddy. I will put you down, and like I said, anytime anybody that donates into the business tonight, if you donate towards, because I'm like I said, ran out of product cards, I'm running out of hooks, blades, all that stuff. Anybody that donates into that, I'm writing your name down. You'll be on a list, and all you got to do is message me, say, "Hey, I'm out of panty pounders or pig pounders, or I'm running low," and I'll send you more. So um, I appreciate the help. Thank you, Don. All right, sounds good, Bill. Sounds good. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to meet people at the show. It should be a good time. It's going to be my first show. It's funny, me and Paul the other day were talking about it, and I'm going to be doing the expo next year. I'm kind of hyped to do that. I know that's a really big show, so this is going to be kind of like my warm up to get me into it. I have done shows in the past. I did one for MUCC when I was younger, and obviously I did one for Lake Effect when I was with them. So I've got the taste. I know how to do it. I'm good with talking to people and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to this one. It should be fun. We're going to try and set up a really nice table and have everything just really good. His wife is actually in the process of making me a nice tablecloth with my decal and stuff on it. So it should be really good. So plenty of ice in the UP. There you go. I kind of figured there would be. Yeah, thanks, sis. Yep. If you guys want to support the business, sending me anything, and like I said, you'll get free lures out of it whenever you need them. You can send money through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, anything like that, or checks directly through the mail is fine too. But anybody that does, thank you, Max. Appreciate it, buddy. Anybody that does, all you got to do is reach out, tell me, hey, I need some, and I will have a new one coming out this season. I'm just waiting on again product. I have to be able to afford to order that new stuff. I'm getting new plastics for the new Pig Pointer 2.0 or Pig Pounder. They're going to be a little bigger, and but they're going to still work for panfish. I already tested them last fall. I have a video that I haven't shown because I don't want to show it till I come out with the lure, but advertising the heck out of this first ever Saginaw sports show, and I think it's going to be a good one. They what did they say? They can have 200 people in there at one time, but obviously it's not like a log game dinner where everybody's sitting and waiting. It's just people are going to be going around the tables, checking out all these shops. The best thing I want to point out too that I think is cool about this show is a lot of the shows you get to, you'll find it's mostly outfitters. I got nothing bad to say about outfitters and guides, but a lot of the shows you go to, there seems to be more of those tables than anything else. This show right here has a couple, and the guy that's running the show told me that he did that on purpose because the same thing. Everybody gets tired of going to a show and seeing 90% guides and outfitters. I mean, we want to see tackle, right? We want to see new products that come out. We want to see tackle. We want to see all that kind of stuff. We want to see what new companies might be out trying to make their way. That's the kind of things we want to see. So they're putting a lot of work into that as far as making room for lures and stuff in this show. It's going to mostly be lures, and I guess there's a business coming out that has a new planer board, some kind of new system that's going to be in our prizes. It's going to be like any other really cool outdoor show. So definitely recommend coming. I mean, I'm going to be there, and I live, up north, like over 2 hours. So definitely recommend it if you're in the area. Absolutely, Bill. Yep, absolutely. And that's what's great. The outdoor shows are fun. Yeah, exactly, Dan. You know what I'm talking about. Yep, that's the problem, and that's exactly what the guy talked to me about today. The outdoor Rama and that they're great, but it seems like it's mostly outfitters and guides. Which sure, that's nice if that's what you're trying to find. That's great, but again, we're not. Most of us aren't out to look for that. When we go to a show, we're fishermen. We're out looking for tackle, trying to see what the new big thing might be. We're not out trying to set ourselves up a trip to Canada. Sure, it happens at times, but that's not what we're out for. So Yep, yep. I hear you, Ian. Yeah. I will be at the big expo show though this coming time, and hopefully more people like me kick in where you'll start seeing more fishing setups because I did the last time I went there when I was with Lake Effect. I got the same experience as you, man. I went there and it seemed like the majority of everything there was outfitters and guides, which again, they're nice if that's what you're looking for, but or if you want to get your jewelry cleaned. The show is only the 1 day, Max. It's only on March 16th from 10 to 4. So, yeah, yep. I hear you. I hear you. That's funny. Yeah, it is though. It's tough. Like I think when I was there with Lake Effect, I'm pretty sure we were the only like tackle. I mean, it was kind of cool. There was a duck decoy vendor there, which was neat. They made wooden duck decoys that costed a fortune, but it was still kind of neat to look at. But other than that, there really wasn't much for tackle. And personally, I want to see tackle. So yeah, yeah. This one's gonna be great though, guys. You know, if you show up to this one, this is set up already to be 98% fishing tackle and outdoor stuff rather than guides and outfitters. So there should be some really neat things at this outdoor show. I'm happy to be a part of it. It was last minute today. A friend of mine sent it to me on Facebook, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have seen the post. And I just instantly messaged the guy in charge. I said, "Hey, do you want to have the extra table?" And he says, "Yep, we actually got one left." So worked out good for me. But again, and I mean, yes, you see behind me, I have quite a bit of product. But if I'm going to go into something that big, I want to make sure I get down there. I want to get down there and bring as much stuff as I can with me. That way, hopefully, I can make a bunch of money to put back into ordering more stuff. It's all just a constant. So, anybody that does donate again tonight, if you donate into LT Outdoors Tackle, you will be signed up to where all this season, if you need pig pounders or panty pounders, message me and I'll send them out to you. Uh, hey, grandkids, how you guys doing tonight? Oh, that's great, Jen. I hope you guys are all having a good night. I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you. Thank you much, man. Yeah, you know, when I was younger, when I did my first ever table down at the Novi Expo show, I was with MUCC, which is if you don't know, it's Michigan United Conservation Clubs. It's kind of the um, Michigan Outdoors like kids league basically, and it was a lot of fun. And while we were down there, I do remember back then. Yes, there was also still a whole lot of outfitters and stuff, but at the same time, there was a lot of really cool fishing and hunting tables. There was even the Trapper Association was there, which was how I kind of got hooked into it all. So I really think it's important for places like that to set up because it takes as a kid to go along and be like, "Wow, this looks neat," and then boom, you just trigger that kid to where he's going to want to get into it. So I think it's important to mix that stuff up. Yeah, yep. I just managed to slip right in there. It was kind of nice. It's gonna be a lot of it's hopefully it'll be good. I'm gonna try and push the channel while I'm there and try and push lures and stuff like that. Hopefully I can afford to have some hats made up for it and clearly outdoors slip bobbers. No, I have not, Ian, but I'm gonna have to check them out because I am a sucker for a good slip bobber. Hey there, Richard. Window company. Yeah, see that kind of stuff. Eh, I get confused too because like somebody joked a little. Well, I think it was a joke, but they meant it too. But you see, there's guys there selling plows and all kinds of stuff. I mean, to me, an outdoor show should be straight up just outdoor stuff. Hunting, fishing, trapping. It should just be that kind of thing. I get people want to make money, but at the same it's kind of like, on the Saginaw fishing page lately, I've been seeing people throw like truck rims and stuff like that. Keep that to yourself. There's other pages for that. It's Yeah, MUCC is definitely a great organization. I recommend any kid to get into it. There ain't enough kids watching me on here. I wish there was, but I would definitely push for it because it was a big staple in my life as far as getting me into things. And through MUCC, I ended up winning what did they call it? The Unsung Hero of the Year award. I think in 2005, I was the youngest to ever win that award through MUCC. I had to go all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie to pick up that award. So thanks, Don. Yeah, if you guys haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. You're donating lures, probably go to the grandkids. Sounds good. Heck yeah. Yeah, hopefully. To see those cost me money too, Brandon. So that's another thing I think I paid like $1.60 a piece for those. So if I want to bring those, I gotta really stock up on them and come up with the money to get them. Well, it is after 7:30, so I'm gonna do the auctions now, guys. We're gonna get this out of the way here. The Ultimate Fishing Show. That might be the one that we're talking about doing. We're gonna pick one of the two. It's gonna be either the Novi or Ultimate. I know they're January or was it February? I think in early March. So I don't know how you got on there, Tad, with all that open water. There's a lot of open water around that lake. First off, guys, I'm going to auction off this coyote skull here. So if anybody wants to purchase the coyote skull, I know people were asking about it this year, so I was really happy to get one. This is what I got going on right now. Tuesday night till Friday. I haven't really heard anything, Max, but there should be walleye up there. There should be Lakers. I mean, there should be some random fish up through there. It's not gonna be on fire or nothing, but oh, that's cool. That's cool. Go to Grand Rapids. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So, absolutely. Trout pond fly tying. All right. If anybody wants this, I know people were asking for these earlier in the season, and I did not have any. This is a big old coyote skull, fully intact. I just got done cleaning this. I actually just finished it the other day. So if anybody wants to bid on this, this is what's going up tonight. And then I've got a fishing tackle bag that's going to go up after this. But for now, it is this one. Hey there, Brent. How you doing, buddy? This is what's on the chopping block right now is a big coyote skull. This is a friend of mine shot this, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. So if anybody wants to bid on this, all right. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate it. 25 bucks, guys. 25. There you go, Max. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm thinking about hitting the pier myself here soon. So 25 bucks right now, guys. 25 bucks for this big old coyote skull. This thing would look awesome. Either just silk skull, 25. Well, I appreciate it, Brent. Thank you. Yeah, I always the first half I talk a whole lot, and then after that I try to do a couple auctions, small booths at the Ultimate Fishing Show. Or, geesh, okay, yeah, I don't know about all that. 30 bucks right now, guys. We're at 30 bucks. Rob jumped her at 30. We're at 30 for the big old coyote skull, and it is a big one. It's beautiful. It's huge, huge fangs, which is what everybody wants in a skull. I mean, they're just really cool. So yep. Again, this would look really nice just chilling on a shelf, or you can put it in a glass thing. Right now, Rob's got it at 30 bucks. 30 bucks right now, guys. I'm going to let it go for 30 more seconds. 35. Neil jumps in at 35. We're at 35 bucks. 35 bucks. And this will ship out Tuesday because for those that didn't know, tomorrow is a holiday. So there will not be mail tomorrow, which sucks. But 35 bucks. Hey there, Joe. 35 bucks right now for this coyote skull. 35 bucks, guys. 35 bucks. Again, it doesn't have any holes in it or anything because it was shot in the chest. So 35, I'm going to let it go for about 35 more seconds. We're at $35 right now for this big old cleaned up coyote skull. Hey there, John. How you doing, buddy? All right, 35 bucks, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 40. Paul jumped in last second there. 40. Barry jumped in too. We're at 40 bucks right now, guys. 40 bucks. Look good on the kitchen table. It would right in the middle. 45, 45. Barry just beat you there, Paul. We're at 45, 50. Paul's at 50. 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks. $50. This is I just got done cleaning this skull yesterday. So, um, percher on fire on the big D. Hopefully they're bigger than I was seeing because I've seen an awful lot of little ones caught. We're at 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks right now, going for about 30 more seconds. We're at $50 for this big coyote skull. Again, this will ship out on Tuesday because tomorrow is a holiday, so we don't have any. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's yours, Paul. Paul just beat you there, Panfish. Appreciate it, though. Thank you very much, Paul. You'll like it, too. It's a really nice skull. So, like I said, I will ship it. That's when the mail will be going again. So, all right, next up, guys, this is my springtime bag. This has pig pounders, painted pounders. It's got some of my favorite plastics. I threw a bunch of jigs in there. It's got a bunch of steelhead jigs in here. It's kind of a mixed match of everything. There's bass, pike, all kinds of stuff. But this is my spring bag, and it is 1 pound, 4 ounces right now. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Thanks, Dave. I'm hoping I can. I gotta hopefully be able to afford to get enough though. Oh, it's okay, Neil. Thanks. Hey there, Brooklyn. How you doing? Oh, Joe's at 20, 20 bucks. Mark comes in at 50, 65.99, 79, 70 bucks. Fat fingers, 70 bucks. Joe's at 70, 70 bucks, guys. Again, this is a whole pound ounces of, it's a mix of all kinds of great stuff. So, not just the stuff I make, but a whole lot of brand new things from, Freedom, from Wheelmaker, steelhead jigs, you name it. There's a lot of stuff. Pike, bass. Rob's at 80 bucks, guys. 80 bucks. 80 bucks. I put this whole bag together tonight. You can see it is stacked full of stuff. So I see I got 70 watching, which I want to say thank you guys because that's awesome. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. Rod's at 80. We're at 80 bucks right now, guys. That skull was a coyote, Panfish. That is a coyote skull. I'll probably have more before too long, but that's what I have right now. And I'm going to start doing beaver. I'm going to have beaver, mink, muskrat, all that stuff for soon. So 85. Mark comes in at 85. We're at 85 right now, guys. 85 bucks for this big bag full of stuff. Like I said, there's everything you could use for the spring, all my favorite plastics, all my jigs, all that stuff. Thanks, Panfish. I appreciate it. Thank you much. I enjoy cleaning them. I mean, it's nice to use extra parts of the animals and stuff, and I love the skulls just look cool when they're cleaned up. 85 bucks right now. We're at 85. Mark's got it at 85. I'm going to let it go for 30 more seconds. We're at $85, guys. 85 bucks. 85. And like I said, if anybody can donate tonight to the LT Outdoors business, all that money is going to go into buying hooks, product tags, and stuff because I've got the fishing expo coming up in Saginaw and I need to stock up as much as I can. So anybody that puts in a donation, you will be put in automatically to get free lures. Anytime you message me and say, hey, I need pig pounders or panty pounders, I'll send them out. So 85 right now, guys. We're at 85. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Mark. Thanks, brother. You're gonna like it, man. There's a lot of good stuff in there, man. And it sounds like you're giving them to the grandkids. I think they're gonna like it. Yeah, there you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Congratulations, Mark. Mark and Paul, thank you guys much. Like I said, this week, guys, I am going to be doing some more ice fishing. If you didn't hear already, um, we've got. Yeah, sorry about that, panfish. Next time, if you get in on the bids next Sunday, make sure you got to try and upbid the guy before you. So if you would have said 86, you would have won that one or been put on there. So thanks, John. Appreciate that. But yeah, guys, if you didn't hear me earlier talking about it, there we do have ice up here in upper lower Michigan, and the UP has ice. So if you're looking to do some last minute ice fishing, I really think this is going to be the last week. So if you do get out, please use as much caution as you can. Use as much common sense as you can. If the ice doesn't look good, don't go on it. If you see open water or wet spots out there, stay off of it. Definitely don't be taking side by sides, quads. I don't even think a snowmobile is a good idea right now. That's just my 2 cents for you. But I will be out doing a couple more ice videos this week. I have one more. Well, I'm probably going to have two. My bass videos never seem to do that good on this channel when I'm catching them through the ice. I do have another one kind of backed up right now because I know it wasn't going to do that great, even though the bass are huge. I know it was just going to kind of simmer. So that'll probably be the last ice video that I put out this season, but I do have another one coming out this week from when the guy fell through the ice. That is going to be on Saturday. And Wednesday, I have the new video coming with the Saginaw River because me and Rick and Paul were on the Saginaw twice last week. So send the money to win the giveaways. Oh, it's you're actually bidding. People are bidding on this stuff, and then when it's all said and done, whoever's the highest bidder pays money to me through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or sends a check, and then I send them the items. So that's how that goes. People are bidding to win this stuff, and when they do, they get sent the items. So yeah, that's funny, John. Oh, geez. Yeah, we had that too, Brad. We had that a couple weeks back. It's same thing, guys. Wisconsin, Minnesota, lower Minnesota, especially. The ice ain't that good. So I haven't gotten any underwater footage, Bill. See, the bad part about underwater stuff, I have to take the shanty and everything else with me when I'm doing the underwater footage. I love doing it and I really want to do it, but at the same time, when the ice is kind of iffy, it's hard to haul all that stuff out. And especially tomorrow might be after crappies, not sure yet. If you're crappie fishing, you really don't want to sit in one spot for a long, long time. And if you are, you don't want to, the fish are suspended. The camera does no good if a fish is 5, 10 feet off the bottom. That camera has to be in one position at all times. If you try to move it and move it and move it, you're just spooking fish. So, yeah, hopefully I don't know if the pike spots are even going to get thick enough again because my one pike spots where the guy fell through the ice. So yeah, I did. The video, Joe, is actually going to be on here on Saturday, but I did. Yeah, I helped a guy get out of the ice. I put that and it actually got over 12,000 views, which is pretty crazy. But it's going to be on here next Saturday. So well, I appreciate you on here, Panfish. And I'm guessing you like to fly fish for panfish, which is great. I did that a lot when I was younger. And it's hard to beat, man. Catching them big gills and stuff, and even crappie on a fly is just awesome. Hey, Mike, at least you made it, buddy. Hey there, Nate. How you doing? I know. Ice fishing underwater stuff is always the best, and the Venetton Lake is actually my favorite place to do it, but Venetton only had good ice for a very short period of time. Um, I seen earlier a guy was trying to push for people to go out there, but I think that's just a joke. I think he's done that a few times. Do not go on Venetton. There's open water. Spring pike, yeah, spring pike's going to be great for sure. Yeah, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. It's a lot of fun, and even a lot of people don't realize this, but even when the pike season closes, you can still fish them out on the Great Lakes, which is a lot of fun. There is a lot of places, especially down by Saginaw Bay, where the pike are just a blast. So I'm hoping to do a bunch of pike fishing this season. Those were the last plastics. Yeah, panfish on the fly rod is a blast. It's funny that you're on here because I believe I'm still right here. I was keeping some panfish flies up here next to me that I was hoping to use this year. A buddy of mine sent me some last season, and I did not get to use them. Might not have them handy, but I am hoping this season to be able to get out and put them to work, though. Me and my friend Paul were talking about hitting the Saginaw Bay for some pike and bass here before long. It should be a lot of fun. Boating out to the ice, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that stuff is all crooked. $60 blind bid on the next item. All right, I will put you in. Tom's putting in a $60 blind bid on the next item. So if anybody wants to, I'm not even sure yet what I'm going to do next weekend, but anybody that wants to bid on an item next weekend, I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you. So Joe's at 65. I'm gonna have to make it a worthwhile deal then. Beaver under ice. Well, thank you, Panfish. I appreciate it. Yes, they do, Don. Actually, I messaged them recently. I'm hoping to get a couple of their rods because obviously I want to. If I'm going to push them, I might as well push them all year. But if you go to their website, I mean, they make custom rods, so you can have a rod made up any way you want. But they do have some in stock rods that are just unbelievable. I was looking at them, and they're definitely the nicest rods I've ever seen. So yeah, if you want to check them out, go to tunedupcustomrods.com and check out their website. You'll get to see what they got. Their cork handles and stuff and the splits are just amazing. Take care for you so you can keep slamming them, man. I know the prices are still good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Widowmaker and Freedom, we're gonna have a darn good season this year with those companies. So heading towards the south end of Hubbard. Did you really? That's funny, Dylan. Somebody told me today that there was 6 to 8 inches out there. I don't like calling people liars, but I just have a hard time believing that, man. I really do. No, no, they don't have, yeah, a lot of their stuff is definitely out of stock, but they have just the one open water rod that I could see on there, and it's expensive, but I'm gonna say this right now. I never used to be a believer in this because sure, you can go out and buy a $20 rod at Walmart or anywhere you want, or even a cheaper rod by the means, but you can go out and buy a cheap rod and still catch a ton of fish. I've shown it a million times. But when you do get a really nice rod, it's kind of like when you pay money to get a tattoo. Sure, you're going to have it on you for the rest of your life. It works, but at the same time, you get yourself a nice rod and that thing, most of them are covered for life, so you got that for you if you break them. But at the same time, those really nice rods, man, they have the perfect sensitivity. They're just honed in. The companies make sure that they are set just right for everything. The sensitivity's right. The tip might be a little lighter, a little, up high, but then it gets real tough depending on what size you're after. I mean, if you buy a good rod, you get what you pay for. So I actually was in Saginaw. Oh, the Saginaw Bay. Gotcha. I'm hoping to, Max, because I do have for those of you that didn't know, my buddy Rich gave me a new boat last year. I do have a smoker craft now, but the problem is and I know I can't afford it, especially at this moment, but I gotta get a good motor for it. The motor I have right now is great for my 14-foot boat, but for a heavier smoker craft, it's gonna cut it. So I'm looking to get at least a 15 horse or something like that. Now, if I do get a better for that boat, yeah, I'll be taking that boat out to the bay, no problem. It's not a big boat, but I'll feel comfortable in that one because it's heavier. But yeah, I wouldn't take my boat out there. I've tried in the past, Max, and I would get a couple miles out there, and it got so scary when the wind would kick up and stuff. It's not good. So yeah, I don't foresee myself taking my 12-foot or 14-foot boat deep V out there. They just don't handle good in that water. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, people on that lake, and I swear to God, yeah, it's good. It's got some big pipe, but I swear that is the worst lake in the state, man. Everybody messages me saying, "Hey, how's Hubbard?" or "We're heading to Hubbard this weekend," and then I tell them not to go, and then they'll message me and say, "Hey, it was horrible," or "We spent a week there and caught 2 fish," and it's like, I tried to tell you, man. Like, there's a lot of dead water on that lake. If you're on them, you're gonna do good, but there is so much empty water with no fish. They need to put a whole lot of work into that lake before I'll ever say it's a good lake. Yeah, the ultralights are nice. I really, really want to get. When I messaged them, I told them that I want a hundred, or I want. See, I'm reading yours now, Dylan. I want to get an ultralight for sure because you guys know I love pan fishing, trout fishing, stuff like that. So I'd like to get me an ultralight, and then I want a medium. I was in the air about a medium light because I do like my medium lights. But at the same time, in my opinion, a medium is a good all around rod for any species. Well, unless you're going for muskie, and then I guess you got to get a bigger rod. But for big fish in general, walleyes, all that stuff, pike, um, steelhead, all that, medium rod's perfect for me. I use it on everything. So I think on my panty pounders, my best sellers and my personal favorites were my white. So the cream pie one was the best, and then I have a special one that can only be found on the website, and that is my um, the Patriot, which is red, white, and blue sparkles inside of a clear one. It flashes a lot like a minnow in the water, so I do really well on the Patriot. Also, I have a bright neon green one up there that does really well. My blues do good. I have a Wonder Bread that does. I mean, everybody does good on Wonder Breads. But yeah, and then the natural worm color. I got one that looks a lot like a natural crawler, and that one does good. That sells a lot too. So, but they work good. If you like to, I mean, it's a nice light tackle that you can just throw. I don't use any weight most of the time. I'll use light line, 4 pound test or something out on the ultralight rod. I'll chuck that thing out and then I reel just fast enough to keep that blade going on those panty pounders and pig pounders. And it's amazing how good they work. Really is. Yeah, that's the thing. Yep. I agree, Joe. If you don't have enough motor, you're just asking for trouble. But yeah, yep, same thing, Dylan. Yeah. There's a lot of dead water, man. I don't know. I've been on that lake for entire days with an underwater camera and never seen a single living being. Like no minnow, no nothing. No crawfish, just I swear that lake is just I've heard too many people brag about taking too many fish out of there too at one time, and that never helps. I don't appreciate or agree with that. Oh, on the Saginaw River? Are you talking the river or the bay, Max? Because on the river, I'm gonna tell you right now, on the river, you can get away with about anything. I could use a kayak on the Saginaw River. Yeah, the river itself is not a problem. I've taken my before I got the 14-foot boat, I took a 12-foot boat on the river. So, yeah, the Saginaw River itself is not a problem. Well, that's good, Brad. Hopefully that stuff helps you out. I do have a burbot catch and cook on here, Josh. Yep, I do have one. The funny thing, guys, and I don't know if a lot of you might not even know this, but if you're ever wondering if I have a video out there about something, you can actually just Google search LT Outdoors Burbot Catch and Cook or LT Outdoors Burbot even, and it'll pull up all my burbot stuff. Or if, let's say you just want to see some trout fishing, you can Google search LT Outdoors trout fishing, and it'll pull up every one of my videos, or you can search them on YouTube. But it's amazing. I do have a lot of really great videos out there from back, 5 years ago when I started all this. And I'm going to try and rehash some of my classic videos like you seen me do the other day with my Saginaw one. Um, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to re-edit them because back then I used to just throw them together. I'd have too much crap in the middle of them. And I'm now I feel I'm getting better with making a good video. So the ruby red bone, absolutely. That's named after my best friend in the world who is sleeping over there. But the ruby red bone's a good color. Medium 7, that's a good one, yep. Yeah, absolutely, Max. Yeah, you don't need a special boat for that river. The current is not all that bad. In fact, right now it's gonna be at its worst, and then as the season progresses, if you go there summer, there ain't no current, man. That river's calm. Have a good night, Rick. Yeah, yep. I agree, Dylan. That's it, yeah, and even the bass, man, in my opinion, the bass have slimmed down over the seasons. They get less and less each year, but yeah, definitely look it up, Josh. I think I've got 2 catch and cooks on them. I show how to do the, poor man's lobster, and then I'm pretty sure I do one that just tastes like chicken. So, well, I'm gonna get off of here for the night, guys. They do work good on trout. That's another thing, panfish. If you type in panty pounder or LT Outdoors trout fishing with panty pounder or anything like that, I've got videos. And I'm telling you right now, it is probably my favorite trout fishing lure out there. When I started making them, I knew they would work because I've been making things like this my whole life. But when I started making these, I was just blown away at how good they actually work. They will work on everything. And I mean, they look so good in the water. The plastic I have is nice and soft, so it moves as the blade wiggles it. It's just absolutely perfect. So, all right, you have a good night too, Rodney. Thanks and good luck to you, man. Thank you, sis. Have a good night. Yeah, 14 and a half is more than good enough for sure. Like I said, I got my 14 and we're perfect on the Saginaw. So, all right, you guys have a good night. And again, I'm going to keep at it this week. I'll try and get you a few more ice fishing videos in. I appreciate it. I appreciate you paying fish, and hopefully, I'll talk to you again next weekend. And again, you guys have a good night, and I look forward to chatting with you Sunday.